This is Turabian format 9th edition, notes bibliography style, the quick version, so get ready to take notes. First of all, there are two primary types of citation in Turabian's notes and bibliography style. The pink gear represents the notes, generally footnotes, citation. This is what goes inside your paper when you are citing or quoting from an article. A superscript number is placed at the end of a sentence or phrase that contains the quote from an article. The number is repeated at the bottom of the page where the citation's details are recorded. The big red gear represents the bibliography page and the big citations that we have to do at the end of the paper. You will see as we go through the slides that they are color-coded. So anything with a pink banner is a note citation, and anything with a red banner is a bibliography page citation. Here we go. A bibliography page follows this format. Each citation will start with the author's name, the title of the work, and the publication information, including the date of publication. Notes documentation requires 4 types of information: the author's name, the title of the work, the publication information, including the date of publication, and page numbers or numbers. Here we go with our first citation. You'll see that the top part is in red, so you know that we are doing the bibliography page citation. We are starting with the author's name as presented in the book with the last name first, period. The title of the book is in italics and uses the headline style. First and last words of the title and any subtitle are capitalized along with all other words except articles, prepositions, and coordinating conjunctions unless they begin or end the title or subtitle, period. Then the place of publication, colon, the name of the publisher, and the year of publication, period. The note citation, notice we have a pink box here, contains the first and second times the work is cited. The first time a source is cited, a footnote is created at the bottom of the page. The superscript number in the text is changed to the same size as the text of the citation. The number is indented, followed by a period, a space, and then the author's name first, and then last name, comma, the title in italics using the headline style, a parenthetical statement containing the place of publication, colon, publisher, comma, year of publication, a comma after the parentheses, and the page number or numbers, period. The note is single-spaced and a blank line is placed between the citation and any following citation. The second and any subsequent times the work is cited is presented in a shortened form, the author's last name, comma, abbreviated title in italics, comma, and the page number or numbers, period. We now consider handling multiple authors for the bibliography page with this example documenting 4 or more authors. Whatever the number of multiple authors, the format is the same. The first author's last name first, comma, first name, comma, is followed by the second author's first and last names, comma, along with all the remaining authors presented with their first and last names, period. Between the last 2 authors' names, the word "and" is inserted. Then the title in italics, period, the place of publication, colon, the publisher, comma, the year of publication, period. Note citations are structured differently depending on the number of multiple authors. The first time a note for a work with 2 authors lists the first author's first and last names, the word "and," the second author's first and last names, comma, the title in italics, a parenthetical statement containing the place of publication, colon, publisher, comma, year of publication, a comma after the parentheses, and the page number or numbers, period. Second time use shortens the citation to the author's last names with "and" between the names and comma, the abbreviated title in italics, comma, the page number or numbers, period. The first time for a note with 3 authors list all the authors' first and last names with commas after each last name and the placement of "and" between the second and third authors, the title in italics, a parenthetical statement containing the place of publication, colon, the publisher, comma, the year of publication, a comma after the parentheses, and the page number or numbers. The second time note consists of the author's last names with a comma after each name, the placement of "and" between the second and third names, comma, the abbreviated title in italics, comma, and the page number or numbers, period. Here we return to the example of 4 or more authors to look at the note citation. The first time only provides the first author's first and last names followed by et al. Period. This is Latin indicating other people, comma, little title in italics, a parenthetical statement containing the place of publication, colon, publisher, comma, year of publication, comma, after the parentheses, and the page number or numbers, period. The second time note lists the first author's last name followed by et al. Period, comma, abbreviated title in italics, comma, and the page number or numbers, period. Here we go with a journal article in print format. Again, this is the bibliography page citation. The author is listed last name first, comma, first name, period. The title is in quotation marks. Notice the quoted material in the title, which uses single quotation marks. And also notice the title uses the headline style for capitalization. Basically, capitalize every word except articles and prepositions, period. Next is the journal title in italics. Skip one space, volume number, which is not in italics, comma, skip a space, the issue number using NO period, space followed by the number, the date in parentheses, if the journal provides a month or season of the year included within the parentheses before the year, colon, inclusive page numbers for the article, period. Now we have the note citation for the journal article in print format. The first time the note is used begins with the author's first and last names, comma, the title in quotation marks, and using the headline style, comma, before the closing quotation mark, journal title in italics, volume number not in italics, comma, issue number using NO period followed by the number, date in parentheses, include month or season if provided, colon, page number or number cited, period. The second time you cite this source, provide the author's last name, comma, abbreviated title in quotation marks with a comma inside the last quotation mark, the page number or numbers of the citation. Now we look at the bibliography page citation for an online journal article that one might find in a database or a publisher's website. An online journal article is structured exactly like a print journal article with one exception. The citation generally requires a URL to identify where you found the article. Use either the permalink in EBSCO databases or a similar link if provided in other databases. Better still, use the DOI number as illustrated here if one is identified with the article. If neither the permalink or DOI number are available, use the name of the database. The citation begins with the author's last name, comma, the first name, period. The title is placed in quotation marks with a period before the final quotation mark. The journal title is italicized. The volume number not italicized, comma, issue number, year in parentheses, including month or season if available, colon, inclusive page numbers for the article, period. This is followed by the URL, which is created by appending the DOI number to https://dx period DOI period org/. A period follows the completed URL. Now the note citation for the online journal article the first time. The author's first and last name, comma, this title in quotation marks with a comma before the last quotation mark, the journal title in italics, the volume number in italics, comma, issue number, year in parentheses, again include the month or season if available, colon, page number or numbers, the URL created by appending the DOI number to https://dx period DOI period org/, again, a period following the completed URL. A second citation uses the shortened form with the author's last name, comma, abbreviated title in quotation marks, comma, before the last quotation mark, the page number or numbers, period. Citations for the Bible are used only in notes, not on the bibliography page. If a book of the Bible as a whole, or a whole chapter or chapters of a book of the Bible are mentioned in a text, the name of the book should be spelled out and it is not italicized. For specific verses in a chapter from the Bible, the name of the book is abbreviated, the chapter number, colon, and the verse number or numbers are given. The first citation from the Bible is best presented in a footnote where the translation can be identified in parentheses through either the complete name of the translation or its common abbreviation. Once the translation has been identified, it is not necessary to mention the translation again until such time a different translation is used. Biblical citations may also be used within the text itself or in a parenthetical citation at the end of a sentence, as here. The latter is especially helpful when several biblical citations will occur. I hope that this has been a quick help for you. If you have further questions or more detailed questions, please feel free to contact ACE or a librarian. We have all the numbers there for you. The Stillman Library also has an entire guide on Turabian citations, along with a template that you can use in Word to do your Turabian for you.